Hi, good evening, wonderful Collegiate Prep family and students. I hope all of you are doing well. The day is finally here. First day of school is tomorrow, August 11th, 2025. And I wanted to take some time to go ahead and make a video for you all so that way you can become familiar with the arrival and dismissal procedures that we have on our campus. I know we talked a little bit about it during open house, but I wanted to go ahead and provide you all with a visual and an additional resource so that way you can refer back to it in the event that you have any questions about the process. So, greetings, Prep family. We are grateful that you decided to enroll your scholar in the Collegiate Prep Elementary School. The following information is our arrival and dismissal process. Please ensure that you use the correct entrances during the arrival and dismissal process and be patient during our process. This is to ensure the safety of our staff, bus and daycare riders, scholars, and parents. Sincerely, the Collegiate Prep Admin Team. So, it's the first day of school, everyone. It's here. It's time to get those last few jitters out. And here is some information for the first day of school procedures. There have been a lot of questions about whether or not parents will be allowed to walk their students to their class. So, yes, but we only will allow pre-K and kindergarten parents to walk their child to the cafeteria where they'll be eating breakfast during the first day of school. And I just want to assure you that this is not about being difficult. It's just about keeping the campus safe and preventing overcrowding in the hallways and avoiding any violations of fire codes that could occur as a result of having too many people in the building. And your cooperation helps us maintain an orderly and secure environment for all students. All other grade levels will say goodbye to their parents at their designated drop-off areas. Our staff will be stationed throughout the building to guide students safely to their classrooms. And thank you for your understanding and supporting these safety measures as we begin a great year together. So, again, only pre-K and kindergarten parents are allowed to walk their scholars into the building in the cafeteria. We do have some new processes and procedures regarding breakfast. We are not eating breakfast in the classrooms anymore this year. We are going to eat breakfast in the cafeteria. There's also a new menu this year, so hopefully scholars will enjoy that breakfast and take some time, enjoy that food so they can have a great day. So scholars that are in pre-K and kindergarten will enter through door 11. Again, parents will be allowed to walk them into the building, but this will only be allowed on Monday and Tuesday. So as a result of that, parents must be out the building by 8:30 because students will need to be served breakfast on that day, and we want to go ahead and get them acclimated to the process of breakfast and how the transitions work from the cafeteria to the classroom. So what about second through fifth grade? So I'm going to include first grade in this. So first through fifth grade car riders will use the appropriate entrance to enter the building. Most likely you are going to enter either through door 1, which is the front entrance, or door 2, the library entrance. Again, parents cannot enter the building to walk in the class. If you are a first and second grade car rider or a walker, when you arrive to the building, you need to go straight to the cafeteria because that is where you will be seated at an assigned table until it's time to transition to your class. However, if you're a third through fifth grade scholar, if you would like to eat breakfast, you'll go to the cafeteria, grab your breakfast, and eat at the table that you're assigned until you're done with your breakfast. Once you complete your breakfast, you will be sent to the gym to sit with your homeroom classes. However, if you are a third through fifth grade scholar that does not want to eat breakfast, then you'll go straight to the gym and sit in your assigned line. So what time can scholars arrive to campus? I know there was a change in the start times for the campuses, so I know that's going to make a shift in the arrival times and the times that we open the door. So here's the information regarding that. So if you're a car rider and you're dropping your kiddo off, the car line will begin around 7:55. We may direct you a little earlier to move up. However, do not move forward until our staff directs you to. And the doors are going to open at 7:55. Students will be let in the building at that time. They will be served breakfast from 7:55 to 8:15. Students are tardy after 8:15. So if they happen to arrive late to the building, then they need to go straight to the front office and get a tardy slip so they can be let in class. Dismissal begins at 3:55, and all parents should be here by 4:30 p.m. unless the scholar is enrolled in the Right at School program. So which parking lot entrances should parents go through? What door entrances should the scholars go through? I want to go ahead and provide a visual for you all. So this is our school. Just to give you a zoomed in visual. So here's our school, everyone. If you are a pre-K and kinder scholar, then parents, you're going to come through the entrance number 3 here, which is the back entrance of our building. So you will come in here and follow this route. You're going to keep going past this first crosswalk. Do not park in this lane because we do have buses and daycare using this area, but you're going to keep coming around and around, and you'll stop either here at this crosswalk or a little bit ahead of it, and your kids will walk through door 11 to the cafeteria, and they'll be seated at tables that are near the door, so that way it's not that much of a walk to get to their location. So again, pre-K and kinder, you'll use the back entrance here, come around, stop, you'll let your kid out. We will have staff here to assist with arrival and getting them out the car, and they'll come over here and they'll go into the building. Once your kid is into the building, then you will need to follow this pathway here and stop. And then once you're directed to move forward, you'll follow this route here to exit the campus. So that's pre-K and kinder. For first grade and second grade scholars, this is Pickard Drive, excuse me. It's right here. You'll come in through the entrance right here. And when you come in, you're going to stop right here until there's a staff member that directs you to move forward. And the reason why we have you stop here is because we do have pre-K and kinder parents trying to exit. So some people may come out this lane and go here, or come out this lane and go here. So either way, first and second grade, you'll come here and you will pull forward. And if there's room, you have to continue to pull forward. Please do not stop right here to let your kid out if there is room ahead of you here. Please move forward and stop at the second crosswalk and let them out, and they'll come in through this entrance. Now, if there are many cars here and you happen to be here, then you can let your kids out and they can go through entrance number 1, just as long as there is no room out here to go. But we have to make sure we're following the traffic pattern because we don't want to cause any overcrowding or delays with people trying to leave. Third through fifth grade scholars and siblings will enter through car entrance number 2. You'll come in through here. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit for you. So third through fifth grade, you'll come in through this entrance. Follow this traffic flow. You'll stop right here. And you'll come over here in this lane and continue to go. And just like first and second grade, we're going to request that you pull forward and stop at the crosswalk here. That way you can let your kids out and they can go through entrance number 2. However, if there is traffic that is backed up and goes here, then you can let your kids out and they'll use the crosswalk to come through the front entrance number 1. Just want to give a reminder, please do not turn around in the parking lot in any area, especially this area right here, because if you do turn around in this area, there will be a major car accident, and something happened last year like this, so just please be careful. Do not turn around to try to exit out early, because I want you to be safe, I want your scholar to be safe, and I don't want you to sustain any damage to your vehicle. So please, let's just follow the traffic flow and continue to go, and it'll lead you to right out here to either go left or go right to exit the parking lot. So just to summarize, pre-K and kinder, you go through door 11. You're going to sit at your designated table. Parents can only enter the building and walk into the cafeteria on day 1 and day 2. Only pre-K and kindergarten parents. And this is just to give you another visual. And I want to emphasize, please do not turn around in this area for arrival or dismissal, because we do have buses in this area, and this area will need to be clear because the buses do a U-turn and they actually leave out to go this way. Because if they try to go this way, there will be a huge delay in them exiting. So that's the reason why they turn around here and then they go out through the back entrance. So again, pre-K and kinder scholars and siblings, they're going to enter through door 11. If pre-K and kinder scholars have a sibling that is in grades kinder through second grade, then they're going to remain in the cafeteria and they will sit at an assigned homeroom table. If they have an older sibling in grades 3 through 5, they will report to the gym if they don't want breakfast. However, if they do want breakfast, they will be allowed to go through the breakfast line, sit at the table to eat, and then after they're done eating, they will go to the gym. If you have a pre-K or kindergarten bus rider or daycare rider, they're going to come in and go through door number 9, actually door number 10, and they're going to report to the cafeteria to sit at their assigned tables. They will also be allowed to get breakfast from the line if they like. Students will be dismissed from the cafeteria around 8:10 so they can be in their classes by 8:15. Again, if there are any late arrivals, please make sure they report to the front office so they can get a tardy pass to be admitted into class. We already talked about this, first and second grade parents. Again, you're coming through entrance number 1. So these are the instructions for first and second grade car riders, bus and daycare riders, and walkers. So first and second grade car riders will enter through door 1 or 2. They'll walk directly to the cafeteria for breakfast. They'll sit at their assigned table. If anybody is late, please make sure they report to the front office. Daycare riders will go through door 10. They will also report to the cafeteria. They can eat breakfast as well. If there are any walkers and they have siblings, please make sure they walk to the cafeteria to sit in their assigned lines. Late arrivals, same thing. They should report to the front office to get a tardy pass. And I know some of you probably have questions about whether or not scholars will be able to eat breakfast if they arrive late due to like a late bus arrival or just different circumstances. I am going to get with the cafeteria manager to see how long they will have the cafeteria open for breakfast. I believe it may be 10 or 15 minutes, but I will confirm that just to be sure. 3rd through 5th grade, another review. Again, you're coming through here. Entrance number 2. Again, you're going to go through door 1 or 2. However, 3rd through 5th grade, if you want to get breakfast, go to the cafeteria and go into the cafeteria line and eat at your designated table, which is 8 or 9. And any student that doesn't want to eat breakfast, go to the gym. Same thing for bus riders and daycare riders in 3rd through 5th grade. If they have siblings that are in kinder through 2nd grade, please make sure those siblings that are in kinder through 2nd grade go to the cafeteria. Same thing for walkers. Late arrivals, please report to the front office. So, what about dismissal? We do have a dismissal process on our campus. We use a program called Airtable, and Airtable is very thorough. I love this program. It does make dismissal easier, and it makes accountability easier as well. So, whenever we have dismissal, this is the program we will be using. So parents, you're going to receive a car tag with your scholar's number on it, and when you arrive, you will use the same entrances for dismissal that you did for arrival. So when you get into your entrance and you're in the line, please make sure you have your car tag, so that way you can show a staff member your car tag so they can enter their number into the program, and your scholar's name will pop up on the screen to indicate whether or not it's time to leave. So it's very important that you have your car tag, because this is what it looks like. If you do not have a car tag, unfortunately, we will make you park and enter through the front door to show your ID. And this is just a precautionary measure. Again, we're not trying to be difficult, but I would rather just be careful than not careful, and make sure that we're sending scholars home with the right guardian. So please have your car tag with you to make it easier on you. If you happen to leave it at home, snap a picture of your car tag. We work with that as well. But what if you don't have a car tag, or what if you happen to lose it? So we're going to provide a form for you to fill out. It is just a Google form, easily something that you can fill out, and once you fill it out, we get notifications of it, so that way we can review the list to see who needs a new tag, and we'll get your scholar a new car tag. So where do parents go for dismissal? Again, you're going to go through the same entrances you came through for arrival. Same entrances. Nothing has changed with that. We do have an order of dismissal. So around 3:50-ish, we're going to call for bus riders and daycare riders to go to the gym. Then we'll call for pre-K, kinder, and their siblings to the cafeteria. We'll call for walkers. Then any student that's doing after-school care with right at school. And then the last will be the car riders. And they'll come out the entrances that we had discussed before. Dismissal locations. Pre-K scholars and kinder scholars will go to the cafeteria. Older siblings will be called down as well. They will exit through door 11. Older siblings will be with them when they exit. First through fifth grade scholars will exit through the front entrance door, door 2, or door 4. And just to give you a summary, parents may park in either lane to pick up their scholars. Please remain in your car. Do not get out the car to get your scholars. Just park your car in the lane, and your scholars will find your car when they come out the door. So just to summarize, pre-K and kinder, they will exit through door 11. First grade will exit through door 2, the library door. Second grade will exit through door 1 or 2, depending on the location of the classroom. Third through fifth grade scholars will exit through door 4. Please, just some reminders. Please be patient in the dismissal process. I do understand we want to get home in a timely manner. I know the change in the time makes us getting home slightly later in the day, but I just please ask that you be patient with the staff, be patient with the students during this process, and please do not be frustrated in the process, because, again, dismissal usually works itself out. Please be kind, and please follow the traffic patterns. Do not turn around in those areas I told you about earlier. Please follow those traffic patterns, so that way you can be safe and your kid can be safe. And pay attention to the staff and the students that are in the middle lane. Whenever we call students out using air table, they will come out those doors, and there may be more than 10 students at a time that are coming down that middle lane. So please make sure you're paying attention and not on your cell phone or anything. And please bring your car tag. As far as things to not do, please do not turn around in the parking lot and leave through another exit. Please do not park in the grass across the street from the school and have scholars walk to you. Please do not use your cell phone while driving. So, again, here's another visual for you. Here's another visual for the dismissal locations and bus and daycare exits. So, again, pre-K and kinder, you'll come in through here. But remember, follow this traffic flow. You may need to stop right here. We may have a police officer stop you right here to help with the buses, because the buses are, again, going to turn around in this area and they'll leave. Same with daycare riders. So this area right here, do not park in. And when you're given the clear, you will go ahead and pull around. And for dismissal, you'll go all the way up here this time for dismissal. And if the further up you go, it helps with the room. It helps have enough room for many cars to be in this area, so that way we can get your kiddos out in a timely manner. So kinder will come through here. Pre-K will also come through here with their siblings. Bus and daycare riders will come through this entrance right here. Second grade students may come out the front entrance. First and second grade will come out this second entrance, door number 2. And third through fifth graders will come through this entrance here. And they'll follow this pattern. And usually they get in the middle lane and they walk to find their vehicle, unless you're in this lane right here. So as far as bus and daycare, once those kiddos are called, they will go to the gym and they will line up in the appropriate line that is indicated by a cone with the label of their bus route and bus number on it. And once the attendance is taken, the students will be dismissed. How do you find the bus routes? If you take a look at the newsletter that I've shared, there is a button on there that tells you the bus routes. It talks about like the time, the bus number, the actual location of the pickup area, as well as the drop-off area. So just click on that link and it'll take you to the document for that information. So anybody that's doing after school care, once that announcement is made, we're going to have the staff that work at Right at School assist with collecting those scholars. So that staff is usually in the hallway to assist with getting those scholars in the cafeteria. Walkers will go to a designated area. They will walk to door number 1, and monitors will use their rosters to verify scholars on their zones. What if you happen to come in line and you give us your information, your number from your car tag, and your scholar doesn't come out? If they do not exit when their name appears on the screen, you're going to have to park in the recall area, and we will have your scholar walk to your vehicle, and we will also have a staff member walk your scholar to the vehicle too. And if you want to see the recall areas, it is this area right here. So if you happen to be in a line and your kid doesn't come out, we'll say, hey, go to the recall area. So you come around and park here. As far as lunch, scholars are assigned specific lunches throughout the day. They're 30 minutes. They are allowed to bring their own lunch. Parents can bring their lunches for scholars, but if you're going to bring a late lunch, then our process is that you email the teacher and include a member of admin to let us know that you have dropped off a lunch. And then the scholar will be able to go up and retrieve their lunches. But please make sure you email the teacher as well as a member of administration. If you happen to call the scholar's teacher during their instruction, they most likely won't pick up the phone because they're in the middle of instruction. So please make sure you send the email. Sometimes teachers, they're in the middle of teaching and they may not see your email, so just be patient and your scholar will still get their lunch. The parents will still be able to eat with their scholars. It'll be on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but that won't start until after Labor Day. Hopefully this eases some of the questions that you have regarding our arrival and dismissal process. If you have any questions, thoughts, or concerns, please feel free to reach out. We are here for you. We welcome you back, and we can't wait to see your lovely faces this year. So please take care and have a good 25-26 school year. Thank you.